Welcome to another segment of Coffee with Our Clients as we continue to celebrate our 20th anniversary. Today we're talking with Mark Mail, State Executive Officer of the Independent Insurance Agents of Rhode Island, and also with Patty Smith, who is our Business Development Officer. So welcome, Mark. The agency has been with us since 2002, so it's been a long time relationship.
Yes, actually, the association here in Rhode Island started working with InsureBank in 2002, which actually predates my arrival on the scene here. But we've been with InsureBank over 19 years, and I can tell you, I personally have had an account with the bank over a decade now. So
Right.
So, Mark, you're in that beautiful state of Rhode Island, right? Surrounded by beautiful shorelines, and also known as the smallest state in the nation. It's my understanding that Rhode Island is 45 miles wide, if you will. So if you're in pretty good shape, I think you can walk the width of Rhode Island, right, in about 24 hours. So with that said, it's really interesting to us because Rhode Island has so many large national banks, regional banks, community banks with a huge network. So you really do have a lot of banking options. So tell us why you chose to stay with InsureBank for 19 years and what it's like to bank somewhere where there is no brick and mortar in your backyard.
well, I can say for me, not having the brick and mortar was something I had to embrace, because I can honestly say when I arrived, and again, we've been doing business with the bank for some time, I had to get used to that concept. We were actually making deposits into our accounts at another bank. They ended that relationship, and I thought for sure this might endanger our relationship. As it turns out, we secured the ability to scan the checks in the office. So it took a little getting used to, and we certainly have a number of high-profile banks in the state. But as it turns out, this is probably one of the better decisions we've made, because it's the bank has always been very accommodating to our needs and flexible, trying to find solutions so that we can continue to do our banking in a comfortable way.
Right, and the banks try to stay ahead of the curve with technology. Getting the remote deposit out there after the correspondent relationships ended, adding whatever we can to remote deposit. We've got mobile banking.
Yeah, no, and I tell you, it works. To be honest with you, again, if I had any reservations or a hesitation coming into the mix, those concerns were allayed ages ago. I've actually been here since 2007. And those concerns quickly evaporated as we saw how quickly InsureBank kind of pivoted on that change, and we never missed a beat.
Great.
So, Mark, I do want to touch upon something about how actually I was first introduced both to your association and yourself. So you and I have something in common. I started with the bank also in 2007. And I remember one of my first charges were to attend one of the Rhode Island State Association conventions. And I sat there and I was listening to you, and you talked about InsureBank and the InsureBank brand. And for me as an employee, that's when it really, resonated with me, what we offer. So if you don't mind, tell us what that InsureBank brand means to the association and yourself and its members.
I've been around since the bank was first created, and the one unique thing about it is that it was created with the independent agent in mind, and that has a lot of resonance, especially as we go back to last year with the PPP loans and all that was going on. Oddly enough, I get calls today saying, what do we need to do to resolve our PPP loan to get the forgiveness? And I'll ask, who did you do your business with? And it would be one of those banks that we're not going to name. And I said, that's interesting, because I said with InsureBank, I said, first of all, it was an expedited process, and we've already applied and received our forgiveness. And they were shocked. And each of these are opportunities to help members understand the value of the bank. The reality is, and I've had this conversation with Dave Tronka, the CEO. for an agent to go to a bank and secure financing, whether for a buyout or whatever the circumstances might be, there is an educational, a learning curve. And quite frankly, the amount of time and effort to educate and prepare these banks to understand what's involved, the scope of operations, all that sort of thing, goodwill, is a tall task. Whereas if you go through InsureBank, because that's who we are, it has absolutely takes a lot of pain out of the process. And certainly I'm an advocate to all the members here in Rhode Island, although, as you say, we're the smallest state. But I tell all the members that they should reach out to InsureBank because, quite frankly, that's what you're there for, and you're successful at it. I sleep well at night knowing that, we do all our banking with InsureBank.
The employees that are here, a lot of them have been long-term employees who start with us. They understand the insurance industry. They stay with us. And I think that reflects on the relationships that we have with our clients.
Yeah. I mean, I've known Patty for ages, and I've known Dave Tralka for quite some time. And, it's great. It's reassuring because, you can count on them, and they'll call you back and you will call them back. So it's a good relationship. It's a great arrangement, and they're good people. In fact, I stopped in at the office in Farmington. Is that where it is? Yeah.
Farmington, right.
And I said, hey, I'm here. I might as well stop in. And I went in and met a number of people. It was fun.
We love having you, Mark, most definitely. The association and yourself, you guys have been essential to the success of InsureBank. And we do really want to thank you for that and your ongoing support.
The success of any program, any association program, and in this case with our member agencies, a lot of it becomes because of the lead by the state. So in leading the state by showing that we're comfortable in transacting business with InsureBank is like a testament to each of our members that they ought to feel assured and comfortable and safe in doing business with the bank. And as I said, with all that's happening with the pandemic, I think opportunities exist to expand further the customer base with our member agencies around the state, let alone countrywide.
That's wonderful, Mark. Well, we do hope that you can make a visit. If not, we'll come and visit you soon. No masks, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So things are definitely turning around. I think we made it through. We learned a lot this year, but most definitely we are so happy and honored to have you as a valued client. I mean that sincerely. You've been a pleasure to work with. And I always say relationship is a two-way street. And I think the 19 years has proven that, together, we've been able to keep the independent agent system thriving, which is, important, to all of us.
Yeah. And I want to express my appreciation to both of you. Because I know I've come to you and you've come to me on different occasions, and it's always a mutually beneficial relationship. And I want to thank you for all your help and support.
Okay. Thank you.
So did you get any biscottis or coffee or?
I did. Get my mug. I have it right here.
Let's see it.
Oh, you know what? I put it. Don't look. I have to go in here for a second.
Oh boy.
Well, I was trying to clean up. I wanted to make it appear like I was running a professional shop here, so okay. I got my mug right there.
Here's to a prosperous 2021 and many more years to come.